The amount of work required to make the Bronze Cup a reality is massive. We have a great team of people working hard. Aziz working particularly hard. And we've got the other board members, Ernest, James, Bismarck, doing a massive job on the ground. Behind the scenes, the Rafatus and the rest are working closely with Rian and Steve Noy. Everybody working in a different department, different way to pull this together. And it's slowly coming together. Of course, we wish there was more time, but I'm just glad to say that we do have people on board who are helping and bridging the gap, the deficit gap between what is required and what we have and what we're trying to get in between without some of us having to be the bankers. And that's going particularly well. But you know, the reason I sent this message through was just the sheer enthusiasm I have for the efforts of a number of people. And we have been able in the diaspora to get a few players committed. And I'm just hoping that they will sign on the paper, if I can call it like that. Great young players like Selom Gavo. I've had an interaction with him this morning after a lot of great underground work by Rian. And I think that we can safely say that we do have him subject to international insurance and a number of other things which are common sense for his province. There are one or two others who are with Western Province, etc., Ghanaians in Southern Africa that we're working on to come in and fill the gaps. A giant of a guy at number 8 who's a Ghanaian, Kevin. We have Kofi Appiah who plays 9 or 10. And these are great opportunities for us. Up here in the UK, of course, we've got Frank and we've got Alex and a few others who are trying to see if they can also get into shape. Stuart Amar tells me that they're working very, very hard, as is Hamza up at Birmingham Bees. So suddenly it is we do have a squad the way that we want. One or two who've been injured, I know, were coming back locally, Alex, etc. We've done an MRI on Hakeem's shoulder and it's not broken and torn as he was told. I think we'll probably use some isokinetics, the ropes, to toughen those shoulders up and build the muscle around that. So he has to work on his cardio, his strength, his fitness. And he is a leader as well, don't forget. So there's a lot of positivity going around, and that makes me particularly happy. I was getting worried because some of the boys back home have not been pitching up for training. Some of them have not taken it as seriously as they should do. I feel sorry for them because people outside have been working hard. The guys in London, I know for the last 6 weeks, 7 weeks, they've been really changing their training patterns to make sure that they are super, super strong, super, super fit for what it is we're about to go through. And that is massive and so, so important to us and what it is that we're about. The guys in Southern Africa, they're playing, they're provincial level. And their injection into our squad will make the difference, I think, in between what it is that we are, which is very good, into being a little bit special and competitive for what we need to do. Don't forget, we're the underdogs of this competition. We've just come out of a lower tier into the Bronze Cup, and with our great friends in Nigeria soon to get back into the fold. I'm sure Cameroons at some point in the future will get back into the fold. We cannot afford not to do well. So I hope everybody's feeling as buzzy and enthusiastic as I am. It's a cold and snowy day here in Europe, but it is what it is, isn't it? We all continue working together, pulling in the same direction so that we can get the success that we had in 2017. 2018 must be good. More difficult, the higher up the mountain you climb, the tougher it gets. Those who have got the strength, you'll see are there with you shoulder to shoulder. Those who think it's a little bit of a joke, you'll see that you've left them behind. Unlike the old days, we don't have to depend on anybody who is not overly enthusiastic to wear the Super Eagles shirt. And by the way, that shirt that has been designed by the guys in SA that I've approved is simply awesome. Once you see the home kit, away kit, totally different from the old kit, you'll really wonder what's going on. We're trying to make a difference. We're trying to be different. We're doing it off the field. Now it's time for people to do it on the field.